Hi and welcome to Music Box with me, Danny DCS. Coming up in today's show, I have a star in the making. Delhi-born Abs A will be coming in to talk about his latest release, Kuri Nenadi. All that plus much more, including the best music videos from across the music industry. Let's meet my first guest. Joining me now is a new player in town, and he's on a mission to take the music scene by storm. Thank you for joining me, Abs A.
Thank you for having me here. How are you, bro?
It's a pleasure. Thank you for joining me. And the name Abs A, I imagine that's not your real name, is it?
No. I wish it was sometimes nice and easy, but the real name is Abhinav Abro. So yeah, it's just shortened down and stuff.
Your stage name is Abs A.
Anji.
Yeah. Okay, so you were born and you were raised in Delhi in India.
That's right, yeah. Born and bred, Delhi boy. And yeah, I've been here since quite a long time now.
But growing up in Delhi, I'm sure you were accustomed to the music scene. And in Delhi, it's very culturally diverse with the style of music there, isn't it?
That's right, yeah. I mean, the music style itself, I was into Bhangra music since day one. You know, just going out, buying cassettes and stuff and, you know, just playing them all day long. And, you know, it was good. But even Hindi music, like Bollywood music and stuff, you know, I was really into that as well. But Bhangra has been my favourite since day one. Don't know how it got me into it, because everyone else listened to Bollywood in my family and stuff. They do like a bit Bhangra, but it's great too.
Is Bhangra quite big in Delhi, would you say? Or was it still the Bollywood kind
it's
of
gone
clubby?
Sort of good now, in essence, where before what it was like, you know, obviously like cassettes and stuff and the Bhangra scene and the gig scene as well, that was there. But now, every weekend, you know, on my Facebook posts and stuff, I'm getting tagged by like really big promoters and stuff as well, and there's RDB performing, there's you know, Mikka Singh performing, and you know, it's great. It's great to see how music is sort of diversified in that sense as well, no?
So you had an interest in music, you loved your music, but what actually led you to pursue it as a career?
I think it was more to do with in 2009. I was just sat one of them days and just downloaded Virtual DJ, like, you know, just to try it out and stuff. But even then, I was like, yeah, I want to do something in music. At that time, I didn't really know ki karna hai, so I wasn't sure like what's going to be happening. But then I got into DJing, and then, you know, from there on got into production as well. So I started producing. Didn't really sound good, to be honest, but, you know, it gave me a bit of a heads up, and then just got into singing then.
So you had an interest in music, you kind of did what the budding artists do, they kind of download all the software into the bedroom. You became like a bedroom artist, basically.
Anji. I started off as a normal bedroom DJ, and then I remember me and my friend, we used to carry our decks and mixers and stuff and go to weddings. And it wasn't like the massive event or anything, but we used to really, really enjoy it. Some of the times the mixes won't sound good or anything, but it just gave me a heads up from there to say, Ednaya, you know, that's what it is for you if you want to take it further on. And it just carried on from there.
So coming over from India, having the best of both worlds in terms of music, did you find that there was a massive difference in the style of music that was in India, say, in comparison to the UK?
100%. The Bhangra in India, at that time when I was coming as well, I'll probably say 2004, 5-ish, it was very Desi Bhangra. You know, even the music style, like folk music, and then we had a bit of, you know, that's when the hip-hop scene started going on as well, with the True School album, Word Is Born, and, you know, Represent and stuff. That's what they started coming there. As soon as I hit the UK, as in, you know, watching Brit Asia or any other channel, even YouTube videos, some of the tracks that I did here, I was like, wow, you know, that sounds great. And it was just a different sort of, you know, Bhangra, like completely different form. And that sounded even better. So it's a huge difference. But now, I think it's more likely equal. But back in then, it was completely different.
What I've noticed is that in India, it seems as though all the artists are releasing stuff and it's coming over here. It doesn't seem like there's much going on in the UK at the moment.
Yeah, that's right. Indian artist, you know, the Bhangra artist within India itself, for example, you know, Lakwinder Wadali ji, you know, his album, and, you know, it's one of the tracks been produced by Jitti and stuff, and he's taken it to another level as well. Same with Sachin Ahuja Saab, you know, he's doing the same thing. So it's like, you know, being in India and then working with the artists from around the UK, it's great to sort of see that. Within UK, I think, yeah, you could probably say that, yeah, you know, there's not much going on. But Indian artists are now trying to come, for example, Honey Singh, you know, big name in the industry right now, and a lot of people listen to his music. So it's always good to see that.
So it's always been a passion of yours to be part of the industry.
Yeah.
How did you get your break?
The first track itself, which is, you know, what we've done now, Kuri Narayana, the way the break started off was I just called up Dark MC once, and, you know, I was good friends with him before, met him at a gig, and I just explained it to him, and he goes, Chal gao, and the vocal didn't really sound that well. And he goes, practice, practice, practice. So then I got in touch with him. We met up in London, and he goes, well, what's the concept? So I played it to him, and he goes, yeah, that's great. Let's just do this. So Adam Productions himself, we got into the studio, just got it all sorted really, and it's like a dream come true kind of thing. So it was a lot, like for me as well, I was really chuffed with the end result. So yeah, that's how it just happened.
It's a massive challenge for new artists, though, isn't it? Because it's not just singing a song and recording a track. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of money even that has to go into it.
Yeah.
Is it much of a challenge? Was it a challenge for you in getting the full project done?
It was a big challenge, and I'll probably say big struggle as well, because just to get something ready, like in terms of the track itself, like the music, the melody, composition, lyrics, the touch, everything is something which you have to sit down and go through it again and again. So you kind of notice, is it really that, would it actually take that time? But when you watch that 3-minute video, a lot of audiences, and I used to think, it's probably a day worth of work, and it's calm and stuff and whatnot.
That's true though, isn't it? A lot of people, they see the fruits of your labor, but they don't actually see the labor that you put into it.
To be honest, like the amount of hard work that goes into the studio, and now I can probably say, you know what, the artists that have been doing it from I don't know how many years and stuff, big up to them. Like it's a lot of hard work, like going into the studio and doing what you have to do. I think is a bit of it's been like a journey that I'm never going to forget. It was a lot hard, Sometimes you just sit there thinking, just want to cry, like it's just so bad. But from there on, main karta na banda, so it's like you just struggle and stuff, like, but hustle, and you just get the end result.
So let's talk about Kuri Naraina then.
Hanji.
How did it all come about?
A bit of a different concept completely, and I was just on the way home. I think I was in central London doing something, and I was going home. But the track itself, I had a really concept thing in my mind from probably about 4 or 5 years now. So I thought, is it going to be really going along, or is it just something that I should just leave it? But the lyrics were written in within half an hour to an hour max. And I was on my phone as well when I was writing it, so just typing it all out, sounded good. Played it to Dark MC, and he goes, that sounds not too bad, that's all right for your first attempt. So I was like, okay, cool. But that's when the track itself sort of like got together and that. So Kuri Naraina, the concept which I had in my mind, I think it went really well.
And Kuri Naraina means it's a girl from a certain part in Delhi, is that right?
That's right. Naraina is my hometown, basically.
Right,
Naraina Vihar in New Delhi. So that's where, born and bred. And, Kuri, obviously, Kuriyan utthe diyan, there's like girls going out, parties and stuff, and, how the gig scene has changed, and like, not even parties, but in essence, like, going out for a walk and just talking and stuff, and, just seeing how things are. So I just wanted to sort of like portray that image to the real form, to see how it's, because there's a lot of tracks like Chandigarh and Ludhiana and stuff, and there's probably about 5-6 tracks regarding Chandigarh. A lot of big artists have done it, so I thought, let me try something different, see if it works.
Is that what you meant when you said that you didn't want to do a typical Ludhiana or Chandigarh track?
That's right, yeah, because I think it's like, it's good to sort of do it, because you're representing the whole city in general. It could be like Kuri Nai Dilli Di or something, and I thought, I want to do something specific, because it was a very personal track to me as being my first track, so I thought, I'm just going to do what I feel like doing, and whether it goes well or not, that's down to the fans. I'll let them decide, but I'm just going to stick to it. And a lot of people say, do commercial tracks. And, I want to do this as my first track. And
well, it's good to do something that actually appeals to the audience that you're pushing it to. And a lot of people relate to, won't they? But you're saying that you didn't want to do a typical track in terms of, was that in terms of lyrics, or was that musically as well, in terms of like the Chandigarh and Ludhiana?
I think even with the music, if you hear the Chandigarh or Ludhiana tracks out now, there's a lot of big singers that have done the tracks, and they sound great. But I wanted that different sound, and hence the sound itself is not the typical Nachan Tappan kind of theme to it. It's just like a completely different music sense as well, and the way the chords have been played, the way everything is done in the track musically is different, and some people like it, some people don't like it, but you always get you're
always going to get haters, you're going to get people who criticise you.
Definitely.
So did you shoot the video in Delhi, or was it here?
No, the video was actually shot in Nottingham.
Okay.
And it was the way the video was done as well, completely different idea, and how the concept was as well. So I wanted to sort of like show how I would sort of like do the video in terms of what I had in mind before. So I told my director, and he's like, cool, that's fine, we can get it all sorted. Long video shoot, that wasn't really
that's
well,
that's
but
standard, isn't it?
It happens, you're
going to have long days when it comes to video shoots.
Definitely.
Being an independent artist then, how much of a challenge has it been for you in actually just getting your stuff out?
I think it's hard. It's very hard, because if you haven't got, like, let's say if you're not working in a band, or if you're working as a kalla banda, you're responsible for everything what's out there in the market. If you put a video out, what you're wearing and stuff, and how you portraying yourself, everything is something which you have to really analyze and then think, is it really going to be good? And hence it does take a lot of takes in the studio, a lot of video takes, just to make sure that you're not leaving an inch. So even in terms of like financial cost and stuff as well, it's and I do really feel sorry for the newcomers now, which who are trying to make it into the industry, because they've got real talent. But it's always some sort of a problem, and so many students and stuff, so many youngsters, you want to come out.
Students are already paying so much in the uni fees,
and everything. Like uni fees, but so you kind of think, I can't do everything. Like there's got to be one way or the other. So it's been a massive challenge.
Well, just making the song and the video is going to cost a lot of money, and then you're going to market it.
Then you're going to market it. Then you got to get it out, and buy karna, So it's like in terms of the cost as well. The studio expenses, not even counting how many times we spent in the studio, just like. And there was a couple of days when I actually slept in the studio.
Really?
The track I wasn't singing on the right key, so I just thought, I'm not gonna go home. I'm just gonna be here just to get it done. And it's not been, it's been a very hard journey. So money wise, it's hard for the newcomers to come out now, unless you've got a record label backing.
That's absolutely true, and it's real true talk. Thank you for that. But being a new artist, many new artists out there, they face a lot of criticism. And some people, even they fall by the wayside because it can be too much to take. What advice would you give to budding artists out there who want to come into this industry where it can be seen as a cutthroat business?
I think in terms of criticism, you always get like people praising you. But there's always some people that will always say, you know what, you've done well, even if the track doesn't sound that good. But some people really put you down in that sense, where you look at the comment and you like, shut my laptop down, go to bed kind of thing. It makes you put into that depression mode. But and I've been there before. But you know what it is, you have to learn to accept that if you're coming in this industry, whether it's you're doing Bhangra, R&B, Hindi, Ghazal, whatever you do, you're gonna get that. And it happens in Bollywood quite a lot, and major names have been criticised. It happens in the same industry as well. So it's a case of always just leave what people are saying, because they're gonna always divert your focus. You have to keep your focus still and just make sure that you do what you have to do.
It's the name of the game, really, isn't it?
Hanji, it happens everywhere. Like even at work, you're trying to do well, and dujja banda kenda this and that the other, but you just have to take it on board and just let go with it. Just flow along. So just ignore it. Carry on doing what you have to do. Excellent. And leave everything to the man upstairs, so you look after you.
Great. What's in the pipeline then?
Pipeline, a lot of stuff. 2016, just been finalised a track last week. And again, a couple of nights in the studio, but it went down really well. And that's a bit more sort of like dance floor anthem. And based at Nottingham Uni now, the track itself is actually called Patolla Nottingham though.
Okay.
So I thought, again, I'm going to do something different this time. And it's always been concept tracks with me. And then I've got a few more singles coming in 2016. So
are you gonna release them separately as EPs, or are you gonna release them as an album? How are you planning to do this?
There's gonna be an EP out in summer. And then hopefully, touch wood, I'm planning the release in January 2017. So that would be the main album release. Looking about 8 or 9 tracks so far.
I'm amazed how you managed to manage your uni time, getting all your dissertations and your essays done, and your music. How do you do it?
It's very hard. I just sleep about 2-3 hours and stuff. I'm not gonna lie, I was in the studio until 5 this morning.
Really?
And I slept for about a couple of hours. Got up and got ready and stuff, and just go out. And that's all I've been doing since I've been in the music game and stuff. Plus I'm working on the other stuff. I've got my website business. I do this. I do music, and I do it's hard. It's hard to manage.
Well, don't get married then.
No. There's always like families after me now. And I'm like, now I want to do something. And for me once, like definitely in terms of music and stuff, and just get studies out the way.
Yeah, you're definitely grounded, and you're definitely managing to mix everything well. Abzai, thank you so much for joining me.
It's been a pleasure. Thanks very much.
God bless.
Thank you.